Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back today for another exciting G.I. Joe toy review. We're continuing with our Rise of Cobra line, and today we are looking at CoverGirl. This is another one of the figures that kind of suffered when it first came out from that whole generic soldier syndrome, where they all kind of looked alike and they had all the same camo patterns and things like that. So there really wasn't a whole lot of variety on the shelves, at least. Once you actually get into it and start looking at the figure, you can definitely see there's quite a bit of difference between all of them. But, you know, walking through the store shelves, it was just very dull looking to me, which is one of the reasons it's taken me forever to get around to doing these, because I just didn't have all that much interest. The huge, crazy, big weapon gun things that come with all these was another detractor, but we're putting that past us. We're moving on to the actual figure itself today, so stick with us. We'll open this thing up and do a review for it. Courtney CoverGirl Krieger, Special Weapons Officer. So this one is from the Rise of Cobra line. Traditional packaging here. Some nice artwork over here on the side. Flipping it over to the back. See the traditional layout here. File card, brief description, and more figures down here at the bottom. All in all, pretty cool looking. Again, we didn't get a whole lot of female versions of any characters for a long time, so it's good to have, you know, something. They have done a real good job on the actual figures themselves. The actual face sculpts, though, still have been a little bit less than enthusiastic, but we take what we can get, I suppose. So again, the actual cover art for the figure itself is really nicely done. A very good representation of the actress. Other than that, just regular recycling material. We also get another insert here. This one is the Acceleration Suit Duke. And pretty much the same insert as everything else with the figures and other accessories you can get. So nothing new here. Nothing exciting. Let's see what we got here. So here's the big missile launcher and cannon that I really hate. This one actually is not too bad looking. It's a little bit unique. Does have a really nice handle grip that folds down, so we got at least that much going for it. Got an assault rifle. The figure itself. Pull this rubber band that was on the assault rifle off. The missile for the missile launcher. The crazy laptop thing. A little pistol. Another little pistol. So 2 of those. And the figure stand. So, not a whole lot of accessories with this particular figure. But still, it's what we have. So let's go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look. We'll start with the figure stand. It's a traditional G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra figure stand. Has the nice engraved logo stuff on the back. But other than that, pretty traditional. Nothing really to write home about. Nothing special, but it does come with them, and it's nice that they do have them. Looking at this crazy huge missile launcher. Not a lot of detail work on this one, but I do like the color scheme on it, and it's a different one than we've seen before, which is always nice. It does have a retractable handle grip here. I don't know why it's retractable, but it is, so that's cool. The blue missile has a little bit of detail work on it. Not a whole lot, but load it in, press the firing mechanism, and it fires. So yeah, pretty much what you come to expect out of these things. And again, I'm not really fond of these things, but it's a bonus, I guess, to throw in. We'll move on to the little laptop here. It's got the G.I. Joe logo stamped on it there, so that's cool. Beyond that, nice detail work on the actual keyboard itself. It's got a little trackpad on it. Nothing on the screen. It's pretty much the same laptop they've used everywhere with everything that they've ever done. So all in all, not bad. It's a little weird, but it's fine. The assault rifle. Some pretty nice detail work on this one. A little bit more than what we've seen on like the Scarlet figure itself. I don't know what type of actual assault rifle it is. If anybody cares to comment, you know how to do it. Drop one below. Pretty straightforward. Pretty nice looking. Same thing for the dual pistols. We can get zoomed in on that a little bit. Just enough detail work to show that it has detail work. Beyond that, nothing really special. So there are two of those, and they are the exact same things. Then we'll move on to the figure itself. So like many of these, the actual head sculpt itself leaves a bit to be desired, but all in all, the actual figure sculpt itself works really well. This one does not have the same problems that we had with the last Scarlet figure we looked at. The waist is pretty tight here. The camo pattern is a little bit better than the Scarlet figure as well. It's got the nice, I would call this the navy colors, but I honestly don't know what it's supposed to be. I imagine it's more of just a generic camouflage than anything else. I don't think it's supposed to be any one specific type of organization, but it still looks pretty nice. I do wish they had gone and done a little bit more with this one, but all in all, it looks really nice, so not really going to complain about it. As far as sculpting goes, she does have a little ID pass here on her chest. It is non-removable, and it looks a little odd sticking out there, but yeah, not a whole lot going on anyways. She didn't get a lot of screen time in the film either, which was a shame. She did get run through by Zartan, and it was kind of left up into the air as to whether or not she actually died in the film or not. I'm going to assume she didn't, and maybe she'll be back in part 3. Who knows? Articulation wise, the head doesn't move a whole lot because of the hair sculpt. It is a standard head joint though, so if it weren't for the hair, she would have regular articulation there, but the hair does keep it from moving pretty much any at all. Standard articulation in the shoulders, swivel, and rocker. The The same thing at the elbow joint, swivel and rocker. The wrist, just a swivel joint, no rocker there. The rib cage allows you to move pretty freely, and there's quite a bit of movement there at that joint, so very nice there. Standard T-hook hip joints. Pretty good articulation here. It's not quite as mobile as the Scarlet figure we looked at not too long ago, but all in all, not bad. She can get some good kicks in anyways. Double knee joint here, and a rocker and swivel at the ankle. So overall, pretty nice here. It's just kind of a standard female torso and rest of her body here, so not a whole lot of detail work going on. If you look real close, like at the boots here, there's some nice detail work in the like buckles and things like that, so they did put some work into this, and overall the figure itself works really well. It is kind of a generic soldier figure, just happens to be a female, so it's nice that we get a little bit of variance in here. Would be nice if the head moved a little bit better, and again, I'm really not fond of the head sculpt on this one, but taking it for what it is, it works pretty well. As far as the accessories go, the assault rifle fits in her hand pretty easily. No problems there whatsoever. As far as the pistols go, they fit in her hands as well, easily. So, no problems there whatsoever. Pretty nice. There is no place to put the extra weapons, so she can carry 2 at a time, or 1 and then the laptop. Although it's kind of hard to hold the laptop, but you can still get it to fit in her hand mostly. So yeah, it works. It would have been nice to have some holsters for her to hold the 2 pistols along with the assault rifle. As far as the big cannon goes, the pistol grip here is way too big for her hand, and it has a tendency to close up, as you can see, as you're trying to fit it into her hand. Let's try the other side and see if it's any better. Not really. Do it this way. So, she can't even hold it. That's too bad. So, get rid of the big crazy weapon, and you're left with a really nice sculpt, except for the head. Some nice weapons, and an all-around pretty decent figure, actually. We don't have a whole lot of versions of CoverGirl in our fleet just yet, so it's nice to get any version of her, I suppose. Probably the best one still is the comic 3-pack that came with Hannibal and Spirit Iron Knife. The figure subscription service version is pretty much the same figure as that one from the comic 3-pack. So I would still recommend trying to find that one instead of this particular one. But if you're going for a movie accuracy, this is the closest you can get. And it does work really well. So it's a nice figure to have in the collection. That's it for our review today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to drop some comments down below. Subscribe to our channel, like us, feel free to share it with others if you think it's worth sharing. Till next time, Yo Joe.